Good evening, witches and wizards. The first thing you're going to notice about today's video that is different from everything else is it's dark outside. That is because tonight we are going to talk about oddities. The first thing you'll notice is if you look at my screen, oddities are purple. And ooh, this is actually my favorite encounter out of everything, the vampire. I really like the vampire. I like his attitude. He's like, you know, just kind of he has a bravado about him. And then after you hit him, you know, he'll give you one of these, like, yeah, that didn't really hurt. You didn't hurt me, and then you knock him out. So this is a great segue into oddities, and it's very useful information because the first thing you'll notice is when I was battling this oddity, it's not like other foundables. And what I mean by that is with another foundable, like if I go over here and I just do this Legends of Hogwarts, with the other foundable, I'm going to cast a spell in order to free the foundable from the confoundable. But that doesn't really happen with oddities. In fact, oddities you battle much like you do in a fortress or a wizarding challenge. So keep that in mind. It's totally different. Also, another thing that makes oddities different is the fact that there are no flags. And there are no flags in my immediate location here, but I will put a link to the video. I believe it goes there, but I'll put a link to the video on how to find all the, the magical games and sports. And for those registry items, you're going to look for the flags. That is going to greatly help you in order to finish that part of your registry. Now, let's move on to the rest of the Oddities Registry. It's kind of off to the side here, and there's only 2 pages of them, and it's going to be extremely difficult to finish this. But the reason why this video is coming out this day is because werewolves. We're just going to start right here with werewolves. You see I have no werewolves, no stickers, and I need 8. You probably, unless you're in Australia or New Zealand, you probably don't have any werewolves either. There's a very good reason for this. The reason is they only spawn at full moons, and they only spawn at night during full moons with an asterisk. The asterisk is plus or minus 2 days. The next full moon is going to be on July 16th. This video is being uploaded on July 14th, so that means starting tonight, you are going to be able to get werewolves for the next 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 5 days. That is it. And then you've got to wait an entire month. Well, a month lunar cycle. It's not technically a month, but a full lunar cycle in order to be able to unlock or free, I guess it's unlocking, your werewolves. The oddities are broken down into 2 pages, Oddities 1 and Oddities 2. So let's dive deeper into the different pages of the oddities and where you can find the rest of these mysterious oddities. On oddities page 1, probably the easiest one to come by is going to be the low threat level foundable of the pixie. These are only available at night, but they are pretty frequent spawns. Moving on, you have the brown centaur, which is going to be a medium threat level foundable, and it is found during the day and the night all the time. Additionally, the one that I just battled earlier in this video, the vampire, is a high threat level foundable. It is going to be found exclusively at night, so this fits. Additionally, you have the centaur bow, which you've probably never seen, and if you have, you may have this foundable and you don't even know where you got your fragments from. And this is because these are only available in wizarding challenges. And finally, we've already talked about werewolves, full moons, plus or minus 2 days, nighttime only. That is it, and that is going to be a high threat level. Moving down into page 2 of our oddities, this is where if you didn't think the werewolves part was kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of interesting, it's going to get pretty confusing when it comes down to oddities level 2. First, you have Doxy. Doxies are low threat level foundables, but they're only found at dawn. I've only ever seen one. Now, when I say that these time spawns, like night, day, dawn, dusk, it's all local. So right now it's nighttime for me, but somewhere in this world, it's in the middle of the day. And so you use your local weather time patterns, local time patterns, in order to determine if it is night, dawn, dusk, or day for you. And that is where you're going to find these. I'm just never awake at dawn, and it's dawn in the game, but typically you can look at Google and find out when your dawn is for your local area, and they'll be able to, it'll be pretty close, if not exact, for that. Moving on, we come to the horned serpent, and I've only ever found one of these. It was in Boston. This is going to be an emergency threat level foundable. It can be at dawn, dusk, or night. And there's an asterisk on this one as well. Remember how I said that the only one I've ever seen is in Boston? They don't spawn in California. I don't know why. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it's not just California. They don't appear to spawn in Nevada, and they don't appear to spawn in Arizona either. So nobody really seems to know why. It's very peculiar, and it's what makes me wonder if there are regionals in this game. Who knows when I'll see another one. Luckily, you can get these out of port keys as well. So if you live in Nevada, if you live in Arizona, if you live in California, it's not unheard of that you will have a sticker or two placed for this one, but other parts of the world have completely filled this thing out with no effort, and the rest of us are like, I don't know, I never see it. Then you move on to the horned serpent egg. Again, this is going to be something you can only get out of wizarding challenges. Wizarding challenges are fortresses. The way you do this is you're going to use a rune stone of the Oddity flavor. Flavor sounds good, right? But you use Oddity runestones in fortresses. Unfortunately, you're not guaranteed to get the horned serpent egg or the centaur bow. So if you're wanting to fill this out and you're wanting to take advantage of the next 5 days of full moon, your best bet is going to be buy runestones in the shop. It's not a bad deal. I think it's like 40 coins, and just grind the heck out of some fortresses to fill those out so that your werewolves don't go to waste. Additionally, we have Urklings. Those are going to be high threat level foundables that are going to be found anytime. I see these ad nauseum. One thing that I did find kind of curious, and I have no like statistical information on this, but during the Brilliant event, I feel like the Oddity spawns were reduced significantly. It could just be coincidence. I'm not saying that Brilliant foundables took over spawning spots for Oddities. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I noticed a significant reduction in Oddity spawns during the Brilliant event. Let me know in the comments below if you saw the same things or not. Finally, we have the Leprechaun, which is going to be a medium threat level foundable, and is going to be found at dusk or at dawn. There you have it. There are your Oddities, just in time for the full moon cycle in Wizards Unite. And you know, you got to do what you got to do in order to get those werewolves. You just don't want to waste any of those. I imagine finding 8 probably won't be that difficult over the 5 days if you're out and about in the evening hours at all. Where you might run into a little bit of problem is if you find a lot more than just the 8, but you can't finish out that centaur bow in order to complete the Oddities page 1 and level it up. Anyways, I hope this information was useful for you. I hope it gets you out playing the game at different times than you would normally be playing. Leave anything in the comments below that I might have missed. That's all I've got for this one. So until next time.